If you've found this video and are wondering what it would be like to be in a world of pure reality television, true crime drama, and celebrity tea, then let me welcome you to Murder Tea Party, hosted by Sarah and Aurora. Well, let us begin, shall we?
Start now? Oh. Sorry. Hello, world and the internet. Welcome to Murder Tea Party. My name is Sarah.
I'm Aurora.
Yes. And we are weirdos who decided to start this podcast about being weirdos.
We're weirdos and we never shut the fuck up.
We never shut the fuck up. So a little bit about ourselves, just to, I guess, make this the introductory episode. I'm really into true crime, paranormal, horror stuff, like all around weird, dark side board.
It's dark side.
So, you know, that's generally what I like to talk about. I like to talk about a lot of things, but I thought,
That's a main interest, right?
yeah, bringing that in as an interest to a podcast would be interesting, since there are a lot of true crime podcasts. My section is going to be, I guess, more well-rounded as far as horror goes. But yes, because this is called Murder Tea Party, it's going to be kind of, I guess, sectioned off. So the first section is going to be gossip.
That's where I come in. I love talking about other people. Not like people I know in real life, because that's shitty, but like I like talking about like entertainment gossip and like entertainment news and like fun little tidbit about myself. I was the entertainment/music editor for my high school's newspaper back in the day.
Serious?
I'm so serious.
Oh my god, what was the newspaper called?
Whatever. The Talon, I think.
The Talon, yes!
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fun
also,
fun tidbit about ourselves.
we both grew up in the same town outside of... I'm sorry, I was eating before this. We both grew... Our editor, producers, Vinny.
Shout out to Vinny.
Just gave us a little warning about the Whataburger bag.
He was like, you should move it.
Anyway, so fun tidbit about ourselves. We both grew up in the same town.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small town outside of Austin. We went to the same high school. We were even at the same high school at the same time. Aurora's 2 years ahead of me.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't know or meet each other until like last year.
Which like thank God, because
Thank
like
God.
high school me was a mess. Like not that adult me is not a mess.
No, I mean, I
but-
was a huge like weeaboo, Koreaboo back then, so I was
Oof.
even cringier than I am now.
Mood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad I met you as an adult.
I am also glad I met you as an adult.
Yeah, so yeah, fun little tidbit about ourselves if we go off on a tangent about our hometown. It's because we're both from there and we both understand things about that hometown. And we're not sorry ahead of time.
No.
But going back into like I guess my introduction, I said like talking about other people, mainly celebrities, especially like reality TV celebrities, so to speak. Because like y'all, they're such trash.
My feeling about reality TV is because we watch an enormous amount of reality TV together. Is that I enjoy watching that and gossiping about celebrities so that I don't gossip about my friends in real life.
Yeah, same.
And it just makes me feel better to see these rich people's problems.
Oh yeah.
Because they're all so stupid.
They're all so stupid and like so scripted, but like
Mm-hmm.
we eat it up each and every week. Yeah, so that's where the tea and Murder Tea Party comes in. And yeah, so I'm mainly gonna talk about like entertainment stuff, TV stuff. Every once in a while we might do like a cross section where I might talk about like something murdery or true crimey that
And I
is
might-
also in the
Yeah, and I might
Mm.
go off about like YouTube celebrities.
yeah
or
yeah
something.
because she
I
knows
don't
them
know.
better than I do.
I don't know what it is about me watching commentary channels on YouTube, but I just love to learn about trashy YouTubers.
Oh, I do need to tell you. So I recently got cable because like whoop, adulthood. And so like that's the coolest thing that's happening in my life right now. But Telemundo had the Twilight Saga Eclipse on last night, and
Was it dubbed over or was it subbed?
yeah,
Okay.
it was dubbed over. And if you thought it was bad in English, it's so bad in Spanish. Like it was just horrendous. And that's not gonna be the last reference we make to Twilight because we grew up in the early 2000s.
Dude, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it came out like 2000.
Who goes on a date with someone and is like, "Oof, I really want to jump his bones," in his beige turtleneck
beige turtle
and my floor length
khaki
khaki skirt.
Yeah, it came out. Twilight came out like 2006. I
Mhm.
want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I was 11. I was
Yeah,
at the ripe age of middle school where I just really wanted romance and
angst and boys.
angst and boys, and that was the beginning of the like vampire craze.
Oh.
Because there was that. There was
Yeah.
Vampire Kiss and Vampire Academy.
Tangent, do you remember when Rue 21 used to sell those voodoo doll keychains?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
I collected
like,
them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Because Hot Topic also sold them. Yeah. Because
Anyway.
I was more of a Hot Topic person.
No, I was too.
Rue
I was
21
too.
back then.
But the Hot Topic here was farther out than the Rue 21 closest to me at the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because the Route 21 was.
Because being in middle school, you can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom can pick us up if your mom could drop us off.
Yes.
You know,
Oh
yeah,
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 no,
yeah.
because we would spend time in the only like in middle school, we would get dropped off at
Mhm.
the only shopping center that was in our town.
Big deal.
And just wander around for
Mhm.
like hours until it
Mhm.
was dinner time.
Mhm.
So even though we
Mhm.
had no money, we were very small and had no money.
Yeah.
And we were very stressed.
Yeah. Yeah. But so like Twilight was really cool when we were kids.
Mhm.
Sorry. Like that, we're actually sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for Twilight as well.
Yeah.
Uh
But yeah, rounding that out, we both like talking about other people. We really like talking about true crime.
Mhm.
I would say Sarah is a little more interested in it than I am,
yeah.
but only because it spikes my anxiety a little bit more.
No, yeah, and I
Um,
understand that. It used to for me because
Mhm.
I do have like a panic disorder. So I
Fun
used to get
times.
triggered really easily by things that
Mhm.
were related to like scary,
Mhm.
murdery things. But I don't know, around the age of 13, it just like really clicked with me suddenly. And like I don't know if it was the hormone shift or whatever, but like I was suddenly like, oh, I like all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think the funny thing is
I
okay.
watch a lot of ID Network.
Yes,
if that
yes.
counts.
Okay, well, it's more of an introduction, I guess. I'll say when I started like getting into true crime. So my mom was actually into true crime for a
Mhm.
really long time. Because I'm just gonna whip it out right now. My uncle was in jail like my entire life, and one day I asked my mom why. I was like 12 or something, and she was like, "Oh, he killed a little girl," and I was like, "What?"
That's my favorite story. That's my favorite story you tell all the time.
And like, I don't know any details, no matter how much I want to learn details.
Mhm.
But so ever since that happened to her and her family, like she had gotten into true crime after that. And so growing up, Unsolved Mysteries was on a lot in our house, Forensic Files. And when I was a kid, I was really scared of all of that stuff. But then, she was also into like horror movies and stuff. And then she was reborn, and now she doesn't like any of that stuff anymore. But it all passed on to me. So
Yeah.
I guess I got it from my mom.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have that kind of same interest in it as a kid.
Mhm.
I was very much like your typical kid into like Barbies, and then I stopped going outside at 12 so I could watch TV, aka watch What's Love Got to Do with It, starring Angela Bassett.
Just over and over again.
Just over and over again because it was always on VH1.
That was me, but with Lion King 1.5.
You did Lion King 1.5.
I love Lion King 1.5.
But yeah, so I didn't get into it. Oh,
Born Again? Yes, Reborn. I meant to say Born Again. Thank you, Vinny. Yeah, Born Again, like Christianity and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
But so like I was into like the typical kid stuff until
Mhm.
like we got a computer with internet, which was like life changing. And that's when I started getting into like more like true crime and like weird internet shit, because like back then people didn't really care about like trigger warnings or shit like that.
God, what were the websites? They were like, it was the website that the first like cat, I'm a kitty cat like thing was posted on. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and that's also the website where
God.
the Ultimate Showdown was
Mhm.
posted.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called, Vinny?
Newgrounds.
Not Newgrounds.
Not Newgrounds?
Not Newgrounds.
Was it E-Bombs World?
I don't think so. Funny Junk. Yes, it was Funny
Yes.
Junk. Thank you, Vinny.
Thanks. Benny out here saving our lives again.
There were a few Funny Junk stole from Newgrounds. No, I didn't know what Newgrounds was until
Me either.
I was like 12, and
Yeah.
then I got really into Newgrounds and all of its sex games. Anyway,
Mhm.
so yeah. Oh hey.
Oh hey,
up?
what's
Okay.
up, Newgrounds?
What's up, Newgrounds? I'm happy that it's still going on.
Yeah,
because
that's crazy.
I like will still go back and like play some
Mhm.
of the games that were on there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So I think we got a computer when I was like 5.
Oh no, we were
Because
too poor for that.
My grandfather worked IT for the state.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
like, we were always like pretty computer savvy in my house.
Mhm. No, yeah, same. My dad worked for Dell for like
Oh,
a
really?
while. Yeah.
Oh.
My favorite part of that is that we got a free trip to Six Flags all the time. Or like once every year.
Mhm.
And that was like my favorite thing as a kid because that's how I fell in love with roller coasters.
Mhm.
But what? Okay, sorry. The Newgrounds the like featured movies. One of them is like the Lion King recap, but like Simba looks like Sumba, and like Pumbaa looks like Pimba. Like they
I like Sasu though. Look at his little
I know.
little
Oh shit! I thought
friggin' hot tamale beak.
I thought Nala right there, like on like to
Mhm.
Simba's right or to Simba's left.
No, it's the right. It's just to your left.
Same, my other
Yeah.
left.
Mhm.
I thought that was part of Simba's face.
Oh, so he just had an extra.
Oh yeah,
lion
like a
face
little
on
like
his
a little
face?
snoot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
So that's us.
Yeah.
We're weirdos who like gossip and true
Mhm.
crime and
Mhm.
whatever else.
Mhm.
I'm also really big into D&D, but I won't get into that
Oh, please don't.
because I can go fucking on about it. We're recording at our producer's house, Vinny, who is also a good friend of mine,
Mhm.
and we have our D&D session after this, so I'm pretty excited about it, as always. The name of the podcast, because we do have a podcast for our D&D session, is a Bonus Action Cry. It's really good. We have a 1920s D&D setting. Again, I won't get into it because I'm just going to ramble on about it. So that's us.
Yeah.
We're weirdos. Aurora, do you have any news for us?
So yes. Give me a sec. I'm the most ill-prepared entertainment gossip podcaster ever.
No, it's fine. I was just going to ramble.
No, you're fine. You're valid. So in mummy news, Madonna is 61 now. She just turned 61. What?
In Mummy?
Yeah. Have you not seen her?
No, yeah, I've seen her.
She is near death
She has not
constantly.
Every time she kisses another female celebrity on stage, she just sucks
The
life out of
like
them,
the life
so
source,
she can
yeah.
continue to live
Yeah.
a little bit longer.
Yeah. And then in like favorite white women news, Dolly Parton wants to collaborate with Lil Nas X.
Fuck, I would love that so
because
much.
Lil Nas X is like really good at the internet. He is just
because he's like a millennial. So
Yeah.
is he a millennial or is
I don't know.
he
He's like 20,
Gen
so
Z?
probably 98. I want to say 99, 97.
I don't know when the cutoff date is.
Me either.
Well, the millennial cutoff date is like 96. So like
Oh,
obviously
okay.
he's not.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's
so
Gen Z.
after that, so he's like
Whatever.
Gen Z-ish.
Doesn't-
Anyway, he's like really good at the internet, and he like tweeted,
yes, that's him.
yes, that's our gay boyfriend. Like
That's our
April
gay
Ludgate.
boyfriend, Lil Nas X.
We love him.
I
God.
love. He's so funny.
He's
and
hilarious, and he lives his best life.
he lives his best life, and he's just really good at
Yeah.
what he does.
Yeah.
which is the internet
and
and rap country songs.
Yeah. And whoever bashes him next time is gay.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're getting kissed on the mouth.
they're getting kissed on the mouth.
But anyway, so he like I guess mostly seriously tweeted, or Instagram something, Insta twits. He posted something about how like if people thought he could get Dolly Parton and Megan Thee Stallion, who is a very talented rapper from Houston,
Does he only want her to collab because her name is Megan Thee Stallion?
maybe, I don't know, but I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Her knees can do things that
Her knees?
there's a thing about her knees.
Okay,
Anyway, she twerks like nobody's business.
anyway.
Like she's really good at it. She's so hot. But he was like, how many of y'all think I could get Megan Thee Stallion and Dolly Parton on a Old Town Road remix? And Dolly,
Oh, you mean the billionth one he's put out?
oh yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving for sure. The kids love it. So in response, Dolly Parton tweeted an edited cover of her as a pink horse next to his black horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think Megan has said anything. But then Mariah Carey posted a photo of herself in her like glory days of the late 90s, early 2000s, and captioned it "One Sweet Town Road," because she was basically handing off the torch to him because he has now beat her out.
Oh,
for-
and the number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was like, "Oh my God, we should collab," and she was like, "I would love to."
Okay, so he's gonna collab with Dolly Parton,
Mhm.
Megan Thee Stallion,
Mhm.
and Mariah Carey.
I really hope he does. Yeah, I really hope it
Because
happens.
like the last remix threw everybody through a loop when he brought
Yeah.
Namjoon from BTS
Fucking
onto his remix, which like, yes, Vinny, it
Yeah.
happened.
yeah. I still
Which,
Soul
like-
Town Road.
It's called Soul Town Road. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I will say I like the one with the Walmart kid.
Yes. Oh, yeah, the yodeling kid. That
Yeah.
one was really good.
Yeah, getting on up out of here is one of my favorite lines.
Mhm.
Like that was truly
he's
monumental.
so cute. Like I've watched
That was a gift
videos
to
of his
music.
like other music
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
oh,
Shut up.
he's
Shut
so
up.
adorable.
Shout out
Shout
to
out yodeling kid who also like went on
Yeah.
like at Coachella. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. He's been on Ellen and stuff because of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was good.
Yeah, but that's
What did you? Okay, I'm sorry. I think I missed out because I was laughing too hard. What did you say about Madonna?
I said in Mummy news.
Yes.
Madonna is now 61.
Oh, it was just. Oh, she just turned 61.
Apparently she is only 61.
Oh. Great.
I would venture to believe she is actually 1961.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is
Damn.
just
Like, I don't know what happened after the like 80s. Like the 80s were
No,
her
I would
heyday.
say in like 2004 her skin still had a little bit of bounce to it.
Yes, yeah. Like after
After
that song that she did with Justin Timberlake.
Mhm.
What was it?
Oh.
3 seconds. What?
30 Seconds to Dying or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Zizi. What is
something
30 seconds to save the world?
Yeah.
30 seconds to save the world.
Oof. We're terrible. But anyway, yeah, so Madonna's still not dead, guys. But, you know, that's to be debated.
Like, I just think that she really needs to put on weight. I feel like that
Mhm.
would counteract the deadness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just me. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, well, you know, she looks that way because she says the N-word, but that's for another, you know, being the adoptive mother of, I believe it's 2 whole African children, but you know, that's a discussion for another time.
Right. Yep.
And she lets her kids say it, just FYI.
Like her white kids?
Yeah, like her white, like from her womb children. Anyway, and in like problematic 2000 faves, Paris Hilton has a new single out.
Paris Hilton, my idol.
Yeah, so it's called Best Friend's Ass. It's about Kim Kardashian.
Are Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian
Friends again?
friends again?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, because you were like literally not even an iota of a thought.
Yeah.
Kim
like,
Kardashian used to be Paris Hilton's stylish / personal assistant.
Yeah, and they were like really good friends. And actually, the reason that Kanye first knew about Kim was that there was a tabloid that had Paris and Kim's photo in it, like where they're walking side by side.
And he was like, "Oh, I like her."
And he was like, "I want her."
Yeah.
But that was like back in 2006, like even before she fucked Ray J.
Yeah. I would say it happened simultaneously.
Oh, it happened about the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah. But she wasn't like, she didn't blow up yet.
Regardless, the Kardashians just, they really love culturally appropriating dick and everything else. Anyway, so that's that. She like described it as a single that celebrates girl bosses just wanting to have fun. So all you
Is it girl boss like a pyramid scheme?
Yeah, it's like an MLM thing. So like all you MLM girls found your new favorite song.
All you girls that got suckered into being a girl boss.
Yeah.
For a pyramid scheme.
Best
this
friend's
is for
ass.
you.
Yeah, best friend's ass. It's for you. It's for you and your butt and your best friend's butt. Yeah, but that's really all I have.
Oh, okay. So no, that's fine.
I scoured Twitter for like 30 minutes before we started this because we love being prepared.
We love being prepared. No, it's okay. I'm just waiting for like Vinny to let us know when our time is up, so I'm gonna just keep talking.
Yeah, you're valid.
Yep. Yeah, I figured. I know. So on to what I like to talk about, which is true crime. So
is this where we talk about the Owl Mafia?
Yes. Let me get into it. So we I generally force my roommates to watch a lot of true crime only because I like put it on my TV and they want to come sit in my room and I'm like just sitting there.
This
just,
is what we're watching.
Engrossed, you know, in like 2020, Forensic Files, whatever else there is on. So on Netflix, there is a movie which I first heard about from My Favorite Murder. They talked about The Staircase. That's what the movie is called. And it's essentially about this really, really rich man who hired on a bunch of lawyers to defend him on this case where he was accused of pushing his wife down the stairs to her death. Because, you know, at first they were like, oh, it was an accident. She just fell down the stairs. But then they found lacerations on the back of her head. And they were like, oh, she might have gotten hit first.
Yeah, he totally pushed her, dude.
Yeah. The thing is, they were like trying to do all of this, like prove that it was circumstantial evidence and, you know, prove his defense. But also, he had another case like 10 years earlier where somebody else that he knew, a woman, was pushed down the stairs, like fell down the stairs to her death. No, it was his best friend's wife that he was possibly having an affair with.
They could never prove it.
Yeah, they could never prove it. But like, there were 2 women that fell down the stairs to their death in his life.
Like the circumstances were very
it's just
similar.
yeah, it's very similar. So, you know, I don't the documentary didn't end with like his trial or anything. Like I don't think you learned exactly what happened to him because I think it's still like an ongoing defense thing. But now they have proof that they think they have proof.
This is my favorite.
They think they have proof that she was attacked by an owl before she fell down the stairs. So essentially, because they found a microscopic owl feather.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and when we say microscopic, it's like they were really looking.
They were really
for this
looking
owl
for
feather.
it. So their theory is that an owl flew in the window of the second story and attacked her, like the back of her head, which is how she got the lacerations, and then she fell down
And
the
thus,
stairs from
yes.
that.
And then
That
died.
is their theory.
It's very heinous.
And it's ridiculous to think about.
like my arm would hurt from reaching that far for
Like
a
it
defense.
sounds like something. It sounds like something from 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
You know, that old Spike TV show.
Well,
Like,
look here, see? An owl came through the window and it was like, I'm gonna kill your wife.
So
He had nothing to do with it, guys.
So any husband, like now, it seems like they were like, you know, any husband that kills their wife, but there's only circumstantial evidence for it,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, like we're all thinking that it was probably the Owl Mafia because they killed that one guy's wife. So like obviously, you know,
They also killed Lacey Peterson.
they also killed Lacey Peterson.
because there's no way she ended up in that body of water.
No,
Otherwise,
no way.
'Cause-
Those owls just
they swooped her up like
They
a
swooped
baby
her up.
bird and
They
just
just-
dropped her into the water.
because they're. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
her husband couldn't have
So-
done it.
Yeah. So like the Owl Mafia is something that we're probably gonna reference more than once.
Yeah, it's just
and-
something that we bring up a lot in
and
our
it's
real
just,
life.
Like in my head, I don't know if I've ever told you this.
No.
In my head, the Owl Mafia is just like I already do not like owls. And it's because I don't like birds in general.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
owls in like Mexican folklore are a signal of death.
Oh, so it makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like yes, this is like all encompassing. This is very like
Mhm.
me. And so like I believe the legend is if you hear an owl hoot 3 times or if you see it out your door for 3 nights in a row, it means someone close to you is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, the Owl Mafia in my head is just this group of owls that is like
In tiny suits.
in like tiny suits and they're just like someone's gotta die. The news is depressing.
The news
People
is
need to
depressing.
focus in on something.
We have to kill somebody's wife.
We need more tragedy porn. Okay. Who are we gonna wipe out?
Did I ever tell you that there's a whole South Park episode about the ID network?
No. But now I want to watch it.
So, I put on South Park every night to go to
Yeah.
sleep, and
She
you
got
know-
me into it.
Yeah, cause like you kind of have to just fall into South Park.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
I agree.
And like so I've watched it like so many times
Mm-hmm.
because I love it. Informative murder porn is the name of the episode. It's in the 17th season. And essentially all of the adults start getting really into watching
That's us. It's us.
into watching the
That's
ID
me.
network. And everybody thinks that all of the kids start thinking that their parents are going to start killing each other.
Mhm.
Is that the same episode with Minecraft? Yes! Yeah, they get into Minecraft. Okay, so so much that happens in this episode. So they're the kids of South Park are worried that their parents are going to start murdering
Yeah.
each other because they got into the ID network.
Mhm.
And so the kids are all really into Minecraft.
Mhm.
And so the kids all put a parental
Mhm.
lock on their cable
Mhm.
so that their parents can't watch
Mhm.
the ID network. And the question for it is, how do you like get a horse in
Yeah.
Minecraft? And so they're like, we don't know shit about Minecraft. And the kids won't tell them the answer because
Yeah.
they don't want them to murder each other.
Right.
So the parents have to sneak around and find some kid to teach them about Minecraft. It's so fucking stupid, but I love
Oh, I love
South
it.
Park.
I love it. I love it. I'll have to watch that. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Because one of my many hobbies is. Thank you, Vinny. Bless up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because he keeps seeing me mess with this mic. One of my many interests is reading young adult novels in my mid 20s, almost 30s. And I don't care because young adult novels are fun. They're easy reads, and you can pick them up and put them down, and you basically have missed nothing.
Yes, exactly.
So in that vein, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, there's
Did you read it?
Listen to it on audiobook. Like how many? I want to say her like number is like 5 or 6.
I thought it was 7.
Something. Girl, who
It
knows?
was something. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie. It has Noah Centineo in it. I have no desire to watch any movie with Noah Centineo
so like,
in it. Like how many books
Oh.
have you read? Oh.
Oh, how many books have I read? Jesus, who knows?
God, I don't know. I was such a reader in like school
Yeah, me too.
that like I would just like
I didn't read
constantly
the-
be reading
yeah.
in class because I didn't give a shit about class.
Same. I like got in trouble in like 7th grade science because I was reading a Harry Potter book, and my substitute at the time. Never mind, I'm not gonna pick on her fashion because that is rude, and I am above that. Now I am an adult woman.
Yeah.
But she dressed like a Joanne's fabric section, just like threw up on her basically.
What? Which middle school did you go to?
Forbes.
Oh, Forbes. Zizi? Zizi? Did you go to Benold or Forbes? Oh,
Dope,
okay.
dope.
So Zizi would.
Yeah, Zizi would probably know her.
Um,
Shout out to Miss Goodwin. She was my 6th grade middle school. She was a middle school history teacher of mine. She hated my guts, but I loved her because it was fun to mess with her.
Yeah. No,
Because we were 12 and a half.
in 9th grade criminal justice, like I would read manga constantly. What?
I'm so jealous that you took that. Like,
really? I took
I
that
should
and
have
forensic
I
science
should
because,
have
like I
taken
said,
it.
I was a fucking weirdo
yeah,
and I loved
I
true
should have
crime.
taken that. I'm so stupid. But anyway, I used to read constantly, but I would never read the assigned reading. I would always just read other books. But I would say this year alone, the amount of young adult novels I've read or
Just young
listened
adult
to,
novels.
just young adult
Yeah.
novels. This doesn't count like
Because you did, I have seen you read that Michelle Obama autobiography.
got to page 4 and then I was like, I better buy it because I got to return it to the library. But anyway,
Yeah.
I want to say I've gone through about 10 books this year.
Mhm.
I'm a very slow reader, which is why I listen to books on
I
audio
am
tape.
also a slow reader, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't read at home, which I
Same.
should because I have so many books. I only read at work, which like work was super slow for me, and I had
Yeah.
nothing to do until
Yeah.
June, and then I had everything to do.
Yeah.
So I've read one book all the way through this year.
Yeah, the
And
only
that was
way
a horror novel.
Yeah, the only way I've gone through books lately is listening to them on audiobook.
Mhm.
Because they're easy things to listen to on my now commute to work or like while I'm working.
Mhm.
And it's usually in a young adult novel because again, it's not anything that's like super meaty or like you have to know this character to know this character to
Mhm.
know this plot line.
Okay. So back to what we were talking about. You listened to All the Boys I've Loved Before.
To All the Little Boys I Loved Before. But I loved the movie. And against my better judgment, I love Noah Centineo. He's so cute, Sarah. I know. Like he's such a tool, but he's so
such
cute.
a tool, and
But like
he will take any movie
Yeah.
that they offer him. Like I don't know, there is
Oh,
a
yeah.
movie that has Nicolas Cage. No, not Nicolas Cage. It has Keanu Reeves in it.
listen, game recognizes game. He's just he's out here trying to get these checks, okay?
God, I can't. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a total tool. But him as Peter Kavinsky,
Yeah.
loved it.
Okay.
I will say I like barely paid attention to the book. But that was because I'd watched the movie before.
Mhm.
But we say all this to say the sequel on Netflix is coming out February 12th and I'm very
there's a
excited.
sequel?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's 3 or 4 books
Is it
in the
about?
series.
Okay, does it include the boys that weren't involved in the letter. Like, okay,
I believe it involves.
vaguely know about the plot because I didn't watch it.
Okay,
Because
so
I like felt like it was one of those movies that I don't know, one of the young adult movies that's all kind of the same.
yeah, no, it's very much in like the same vein of like, any like insert like a Mary Sue character who
Mhm.
reads a lot, is really pretty, and like pines after insert a jillion boys she can't have.
A jillion white boys she can't have
Mhm.
because they're all white.
To be fair, one of them was black and gay, at
One
least
of
in the
them was
movie.
black and gay in the movie.
but he was only black when she was in love with him, and then he was like, "Oh, honey, I'm gay," and then she was like, "Ah, aye, Captain."
Yes. Because I know in the movie there was only like
Mhm.
a few boys that
Mhm.
actually got their letters or whatever, or
Yeah, so essentially the plot is she writes these love letters to 7 boys, but she never delivers them because they're just for her to have to like as a way to like cope with the crush or like loving
the
feelings she's
unrequited
having.
love.
Yeah.
That she
That
has.
she's having towards these boys. And one of them was actually to her sister's boyfriend, who also happened to be their neighbor. I don't remember his name because he was like a nice guy by the end of the book, and I was just like, but anyway, so in like yeah,
Nice guy.
so like to define what a nice guy is, he's like that guy that's like always like just a friend, and he's like by your side all the time.
He's
and
like,
he like
he's like, I'm a nice guy, okay?
I
I
wouldn't-
respect
yeah,
women.
I would never do that
but
to
like
you.
what a nice guy is essentially is that they're nice to get
Mhm.
something out of you. Yes, they wear a
Yes,
fedora.
where's fedora? He surprisingly was fedora-less. He was a modern age nice guy.
Which means that he had a fade and like a leather jacket.
Oh yeah. Probably listen to like
like Khalid, like
Khalid and
like Drake.
yeah. Oh,
Drake
definitely.
is the ultimate nice guy.
Yes, ultimate nice guy. I have a lot to say about Drake.
So
He
like
is trash.
yeah, so it's essentially like a guy who says he's nice. He's
Mhm.
like, I respect
Yeah,
women.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a nice guy. Says Kendrick Lamar is underrated.
To be fair,
To be fair.
he's not underrated, but yes, he should get more credit because he's amazing, and he has officially won like a Nobel Peace Prize or something. Yeah. That's what they look like. Mhm.
Yeah, modern nice guy. Yeah. Like
Mhm.
there, like that guy,
Mhm.
right? Right, no,
Mhm.
down one. Yeah, him.
Uh-huh. Yep. Like you would think. I was like, the dreaded nice guy. What? Does he have dreadlocks? So
That would be even worse. Like a white guy, a white
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
has dreadlocks.
yeah. Oh,
So
whatever, Juice Land.
works in Juice Land. Yeah, so
And he also has a podcast.
he has a podcast with his 3 white roommates from college.
Mhm. They're all
and-
woke.
They're
Their
all
third eye is
quote
open.
unquote woke. Yeah, no, so it's a nice guy is like a guy who says he's
Mhm.
nice, and he only is nice to try and get something out of you. Like he
Mhm.
expects his kindness to be returned with sexual favors and stuff, you know.
Mhm. But he like doesn't say it outright.
No, he's just like
because he's also just
he
not
just
shit.
claims that he's in the friend
Mhm.
zone all the time, which the friend
Mhm.
zone
Is non-existent.
it like exists only in the fact that literally everybody is in the friend zone because I want you to be my friend.
Like right. Like I don't.
Like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Well, anyway, so
girls only go after shitheads. It's like
yeah, we do actually.
I have a type.
Like
But-
yeah.
It's not necessarily. It's probably because if you have to say you're nice, you're not that.
You're
nice.
not. You're probably not that. Like nobody. Like
Minnie is not.
yeah. Like nobody says like, "Hi, I'm Aurora. I'm
Hi.
really nice.
Oh,
It's nice to meet you."
you.
Yeah. Like nobody says that. Just like nobody fucking says fiend in real life. Veronica Mars. Sorry. Okay. So go off on another. Oh.
Minnie,
No. Oh, well, you're an adult now.
No, I think I have seen pictures of you wearing fedoras before. to
You
be
know what?
fair.
We're adults now, Vinny. That
It's
doesn't matter.
okay.
Nobody cares about
I
high
really
school.
love you, Minnie.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
I do
All
too.
right, you're literally my
Your
favorite
salsa was-
significant other for any of my friends to have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. You're really great. And your salsa slaps.
Your salsa does slap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. We
were talking about To All the Guys I Loved Before.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting a sequel. Comes out February 12th. I'm very excited. It's just in time for Galentine's Day, which is February 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valentine's Day, which I don't celebrate because I am like perpetually single.
Mm-hmm.
Which like isn't a big deal.
Yeah, it's on and off for me.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
know, it just depends on how I feel.
Same. And it depends on how close I am to having my period, really.
Yeah, that's true.
But so yeah, it has a third one coming out. It just got confirmed. It doesn't have a release date yet, but the third movie is being made by Netflix.
Oh, but she already wrote all the books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the books have been written.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those young adult novels that I want to get into, but I'm also really scared that it's going to be like one of those Wattpad novels.
Yeah, you could like take it or leave it, honestly.
Yeah.
I would just watch the movies. You're not missing anything.
I just think it's good for like Asian representation.
Because she's half Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I will say I liked the movie more than I liked
wait,
the book.
No, isn't her dad the fucking husband from...
Yeah, he's Aiden from Sex and the City.
Yeah, Aiden from Sex and the City. He was the husband from My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway.
Mm-hmm. He's vegetarian, Mom. That's okay. I make lamb.
Oh, God, I love that.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Fuck, I was gonna go on... Oh, okay, so we're both watching Veronica Mars right now.
Very late, like 10, 12, 13 years
that's
late.
Okay, but that's what we've been doing like as adults, where like there were all these shows that I heard about when I was young, and so now I'm actually gonna watch them, which is like what happened with Jersey Shore. Like I remember keeping up with Jersey Shore as like a 13-year-old. Like I remember watching it. And so like when we were rewatching through the first, second, third, fourth season, like I remember most of what happens, but not everything. Yeah. We have to get back into watching that. And also Flavor of Love, the second season. We
have so many shows.
Many shows we have to watch. But, like, so we're watching Veronica Mars 13 Years Too Late.
So good.
And, Aurora started watching it first, and then I started watching it because we like to watch the same things just so we could have each other to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And if it's something that I think Sarah's into, I'll be like, watch this with me. And if she thinks
because I do really like procedural shows. So like shows that have really an individual storyline each episode, but then like an overarching storyline. Kristen Bell is great, and of course she does have a singing episode in season 1 that I was like, oh, it's years before Frozen.
So to be fair, I like fast forwarded through her singing scene.
Really?
Because I was like...
Did you felt cringe? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that sometimes.
I was like,
like there was
a little too soon, UPN.
There's some...
That was the network it was on.
Really?
And I was like, I
well, that was Meryl Streep and Mamma Mia also.
Yeah.
It's a little too soon.
Haven't seen it. Though, Amanda...
Seyfried?
Yeah.
It's also in Veronica Mars. It's like...
And Mean Girls and like, yeah. Yeah, they like recycled the same teen actors.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's this episode, I hope at this point, there's this episode where like the deaf lunch lady who also used to be...
Yeah, I did already watch that one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so spoiler alert. 14 years ago on Veronica Mars.
If you haven't watched it, now might be a good time. It's on Hulu.
So, essentially, Veronica's like learning more about her mom, who ain't shit, by the way.
Really not, but that's what alcoholism does.
Yeah. So, and she had started a rumor about her boyfriend Duncan's mom in high school, about how she gave birth to a baby, and like she got suspended because she started the rumor.
Yes. All of this would be so much easier. Like, I guess we wouldn't have a show if like the Canes and the Marses just like would leave each other the fuck alone.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Not like there's any Canes left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like they're trying to find, they knew that a baby was born on prom night, so they were trying to find
prom dumpster baby.
Yeah, prom dumpster baby, who the mom was and who the baby was. And so they figured out that the baby was actually Logan's sister, which Logan and Veronica are like on and off again. Logan is best boy.
Love that boy.
it was his sister who they were like, oh, I'm actually adopted. And she was like, oh, then you're the baby. And then they found out that the deaf lunch lady at their school was the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And the principal at the time was the dad.
and the principal, the vice principal at the time, the principal at like, well, the vice principal at the time of conception, who is now the principal, was the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Principal's the dad.
so Veronica Mars thought the deaf lunch lady didn't like her mom because she was signing like out something,
Mhm.
and Veronica thought she said fiend, like that she thought her mom was a fiend.
And then
And nobody says that in real
nobody
life.
says fiend in real life. They're like, oh, that Vinny, he's a real fiend.
And so I was like, Aurora was literally sitting next to me, and I was like, oh, she probably meant friend.
And I say nothing because I don't want to spoil it.
And then we get to the end of the episode, and she was like, yeah, I said friend.
it's like, and then out loud I go, who the fuck says fiend in real life? But like, that's what I thought at the beginning too. I was like, she's saying Fred. Like, I don't know ASL at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's not saying fiend.
Well, it's
Veronica.
also because of like her body language and the way that she's smiling.
Yeah.
She's not like,
yeah, she's not like, she's a fiend.
she's a fiend.
But like, I was like, Veronica, you dumb bitch. Also, I watched this video about like it was just like, why does everyone like Veronica Mars? And I
Oh,
was
like as a person?
yeah, and I was like, valid, because sometimes she makes really shitty decisions.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like the time that she snuck her boyfriend and his illegitimate child out of the fucking country.
And the whole time she's lying to law enforcement.
And her dad.
Yeah. And then her dad's like, I can't trust you. And she's like, but why?
And
he's
then
like,
the next episode, he's trusting her again. And I'm like, all right. I
You know
guess
what?
that was a moot point.
yeah. I love Keith Mars, so.
Keith Mars. is
Anyway, this is not going to become a Veronica Mars podcast. We only have 4 seasons to work on, and a movie
great. And
that
a
no
movie.
one likes.
Yeah, I have to wait until the 3rd season, and then I have to watch the movie, and then I
It's
have to
on
watch the
YouTube.
4th season. Well, I'm going to. No, I know, but I'm saying like the order. I
No,
have to
yeah,
watch things
no,
in.
I'm doing the same thing too.
Okay.
I'm on season 3 now.
Whoa, we went way off topic.
this
that's
is neither
just
murder
us.
nor tea.
I'm such bad with my attention deficit disorder that
It's
I'm
okay.
like, I will
We
just
spent-
go off.
We spent like 15 minutes talking about Veronica Mars, Noah Centineo, and like middle school hijinks.
Yeah, is this what normal podcasts are like when
I
they're
hope
not
so.
themed?
Loosely
Yes.
themed.
Yes,
Loosely
Vinny
themed.
has confirmed that.
Loosely themed.
Okay, so how much time do we have left, Vinny? Oh, who cares?
Okay.
He just shrugged at me.
What time does D&D start?
Talk about Buffy. We haven't watched Buffy.
I actually have watched Buffy.
Oh, have you?
So
Which, by the way, Allison Hannigan is in both Buffy and Veronica Mars.
yeah, she plays Willow,
Who's gay. in
who's
Buffy.
gay and a witch.
And
a gay witch.
A gay witch.
That's where the Tumblr persona comes from.
Oh,
I bet.
I'm 13 minutes.
Dope.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you could go off about Buffy. Though.
So I've only seen like 3.5 seasons of Buffy, because I was more of a Charmed girl growing up.
Yeah, I've
My
watched way more
sister,
Charmed.
yeah, my older sister was more of a Buffy girl.
Mhm.
/ Angel. She really loved Angel. The spinoff
Mhm.
went nuts for it.
No, I had a friend who was really into Angel, but
Mhm.
not into Buffy, like in
Mhm.
middle school.
So yeah, so I will say Buffy, Buffy Summers, Veronica Mars, and like Nancy Drew are all kind of like similar in that they're like strong female leads who like don't take any shit and like whatever. But Buffy's super dope because she knows karate and she fights demons.
Yes, and
Um,
she's played by Sarah Michelle
And
Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, love of my life. She's so great. Her and Freddie Prinze Jr. unproblematic white babes.
Mhm.
Although Freddie Prinze Jr. is like Cuban or something. I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah. His dad is Freddie Prinze.
I just can't.
The first one.
I just can't stop thinking about
Yeah.
Fred because they play Fred and Daphne in the.
To be fair, he's about as Cuban as Cameron Diaz is.
Cameron Diaz also Cuban.
Where do you think the Diaz came from?
Cameron
She's
Diaz is the whitest.
Yeah, she's a
woman
white. Yeah, she's
ever.
white passing Cuban.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
So
She used to buy weed from Snoop Dogg because they went to the same high school.
They went to the same high school. Yeah. Okay, so I've what I know about Buffy, the show at least. Okay, so there was a movie pre-debuting. No.
There was a movie prior to the TV show.
Yes,
like with
prior
Clueless.
to the TV show.
Yeah.
That's the one I watched. I watched that a lot
I never
growing up.
watched it.
I really liked that movie. What? Did you have something to say to me?
Puerto
Okay.
Rican? Is Freddie Prinze Jr. Puerto Rican? Okay. Same difference.
Yeah.
They all call us Mexican anyway.
So I didn't watch the show, but I watched the movie, and I know in the show, obviously Allison Hannigan, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Seth Green, and then the teacher is the
Giles. Yeah,
Giles
the
is
the librarian. He's her like advisor.
Yeah, he's the lead in Repo the Genetic Opera.
Great. Paris Hilton is also
I
in
love that movie. Paris Hilton is also in the movie. Everything is coming together.
Yeah. Look at how well we're wrapping up this episode. It's like a little present. Congratulations, guys.
So
everything is everything. The Owl Mafia is everywhere.
Yeah.
They're watching you.
Stop. Okay, so Buffy's like about a girl that fights vampires.
Yeah, but she's
a
also
comic book about it.
she's also so it's like it's a comic book, whatever,
like a graphic novel series.
Yeah. So she fights demons, and there's like a chosen slayer every like year. I don't know. She dies off when the next slayer comes about, basically. Like she loses her slaying powers. But that's beside the point. Yes, Supernatural before Supernatural. For all you Supernatural people.
Yeah, I did watch Supernatural.
I did too.
Yeah.
I watched up until season 13. It is now ending after season 15.
Yeah.
So like
I mean,
the girls are in it for the long haul, let me tell you.
they are. I mean, like
Jensen Ackles just wants to brew beer and
support
support.
because they live in our city. The DBC of Western shows. No, I would say the DBC of Western shows is like a soap opera, probably.
Yeah.
Like there are some novellas that go on for like literally
As the world
years.
turns. Don't novellas end after
Really?
like 100
Yeah.
or so episodes. Yeah.
Mm.
I would say
No, just because like they put out a lot more episodes than like in a year than normal. I guess soap operas do.
Because it's like it's one every week.
Yeah. They have both died and been brought back so many times.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
true.
The same thing with Buffy. Yeah, a lot of like nobody ever really stays dead in Buffy, and if they are like quote unquote dead,
Yeah, and
like,
literally everything that y'all are saying about these shows also makes me think of South Park because like, I'm sorry, I'm really into South Park.
No, that's fair because it also happens with The Simpsons.
Yeah, like
the kids never age. You know.
yeah,
Same
but it's
difference.
just literally like Kenny in South Park gets killed off and then brought back. That's like a running plot point.
Yeah, so that was like one of the only things I knew about South Park before I got into it.
Yeah.
Was that Kenny always dies.
Yeah.
And that had only been meant to happen once, and then like the girls loved it, so they were just like, we're gonna kill him off every chance we get.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a chosen slayer. Sorry.
There's a chosen slayer. She has like this book of like what is it called? It's called. I'm gonna say it's called the Crucifix, but it's definitely not.
Like a cross?
No, it's called like it's basically like an encyclopedia of demons.
Like a Necronomicon?
Yeah, basically.
Or like the Key of Solomon or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And so like every week, like the pilot episode is a couple of like teen vampires trying to convert a bunch of kids at her school in Sunnyvale. And eventually she like falls in love with Angel, and then what is his name?
David Boreanaz?
Yeah.
Isn't he like way older? He looked. He might not have been way older, but he looked.
Yeah, he's always read really old, like on camera.
Yeah.
No, I think when him and Buffy meet, he's like, "Oh, I'm 19," and she's like, "Oh," and like the fun thing is like she's not like a weirdo. She's like a
popular girl.
She's like a popular girl, like on the cheerleading squad, who's like into cool things, but like on the side, she like kicks ass and takes names. So like that was pretty dope. I really like it. I need to get back into it. I think I stopped watching after about season 3.
Yeah, like I said,
so I'd be willing to watch that after we get through Veronica Mars.
Yeah, there's just a lot that we have to watch. We have to finish everything that we have started. And then I just started watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills all over
Love
again.
it. I love it.
Those rich people and their white problems. It's great.
Yeah.
Cause like if you want like somebody of color
Mhm.
on your Real Housewives, you need to go to Atlanta. Because
I would say Atlanta or
is there one in New York?
Potomac.
Or Potomac? Oh,
That's DC.
oh okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the Real Housewives of Potomac are DC based black women.
Yeah,
believe,
okay.
yeah.
So those are the only two.
New Jersey, technically, if you want Italians.
Yeah, well, yeah, Italians. But you could
Italians.
also watch Jersey Shore because that's all I care
Definitely would watch Jersey Shore over,
over
the New
that,
Jersey
yeah.
Housewives.
about. So I think that about does it for
Uh-huh.
our first episode.
Yeah.
As we go along, we're still, with each episode, we're gonna learn how to
Mhm.
get more, I guess, in format. This first episode was us just like
we'll
rambling.
figure out our rhythm.
Yeah. Was us just rambling about things we like,
Mhm.
which like is
We-
generally what we do
yeah.
in real life anyway. So
Like, spoiler alert, I love rambling about random shit with my best friend. Like,
yeah, my meatball.
yeah.
Okay.
Jersey Shore reference.
Jersey Shore reference.
Anyway, yeah. So to wrap that up, Pergamum
Codex.
Pergamum?
Pergamum?
Codex. So yeah,
Pergamum
she just calls it the
Codex.
Codex on the show.
Yes. Okay. So which is where you got crucifix from.
Yeah, I was like, it starts with a C, guys.
and ends with an X. I don't know
Yeah.
what you want from me.
Crucifix. I'm a cat. Former Catholic.
Yeah.
But anyway. So
So thank
Yeah.
you for tuning in.
Yeah.
We want to give a shout out to our producer and editor and whatever else.
Yeah.
Vinny.
because he has another podcast on this network. It's called
Bonus Action Cry
Mhm.
again.
It's
That's
about-
our D&D
It's about D&D for all you nerds out there.
podcast.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it's set in a
Mhm.
1920s high fantasy setting.
Mhm.
Personally, I play VZTV. It's also going to be on VZTV, which is
Yes.
the YouTube channel. They
Mhm.
Vinny and Zizi, who
Mhm.
Zizi's been one of my best friends since high school.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're engaged. They're fiancés.
Yeah, they're
And they do like K-pop reactions because we're all nerds into
Mhm.
K-pop as well.
Mhm.
And like video game let's plays, and
Mhm.
they're looking to expand a little bit, which is why
Mhm.
they've asked us to do this.
Mhm.
And
Check out their stuff.
so check
Vinny
out their
likes to
stuff.
like dissect videos really well.
Yes,
would say.
Vinny is so fucking funny. Like
Mhm.
the editing that he does on. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah,
Let me
don't make that
compliment you.
face. We're
Like the
plugging you.
editing he does on videos is fucking
It's
amazing.
really great. They also have some idol group covers, like dance.
Oh, I mean,
things.
I do. Me and Zizi do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I don't. Think
mean,
they've
it's
ever, yeah.
Produced by Vinny. So.
Yes, yeah, retrospectives.
Yes.
Yes,
retrospective.
I have been on one of their
Mhm.
retrospectives before, which is essentially like going through
Mhm.
an entire K-pop group's discography.
Yeah, the
well, at
only-
least their title tracks, ones that have music videos to it.
Mhm.
I was on there for TVXQ. I had some very strong opinions about one of the members.
Is it Yuchun?
Yeah.
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 Because I was like,
'Cause he sucks.
Shit. He ain't shit.
Yeah. The only group I know really, really, really well, like the back of my hand, is Shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
which is why I am encouraging you to go on there for
Yeah,
a Shiny retrospective.
Yeah, we can do it.
So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for
Mhm.
joining us today.
Mhm.
I really hope that you come back again for our next episode, whenever that'll be.
Mhm.
These will be put out bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you come back and listen to us ramble.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Sarah wrapped that up really well.
Yeah.
So bye.
Bye.